some words I wrote for the book, obviously. And they were read at Margaret's funeral, who, as you know, passed away after a long battle with lung cancer. Deputy Hawke got up last to speak, and he read from a page that he said Margaret had given him the day before she passed. He sent this on to me, and I include the text here. Every meeting between friends must end with a parting. And so, my friends, today we take our leave. This is life. None of us profits from ignoring or hiding from the facts, so why should we bother? Life is what it is, a gift that is given to us for a time, like a library book that must eventually be returned. How should we treat this book? If we're able to remember that it's not ours to begin with, one that we're entrusted with to care for, to study and learn from, perhaps it would change the way we treat it while it's in our possession. How do you treat a precious gift from a dear friend? This is a good question to ask, and today is a good time to ask it. Such busy minds we have you noticed? We think and we think until we twist ourselves into the ground like a flathead screw. Well, my log has this to say. The answers to all our questions are in the wind and the trees, the rocks and the water. No one is helpless. No one is beyond helping. It is good to seek out those who need us and do what we can for them. I recommend that. There's nothing that can't be done if we set our minds to doing it. Don't be sad. Be happy you have another day to do what needs doing. We only have so many of them. We are born into this world, not another one. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. The world presents some simple, certain truths. It helps us grow if we accept them, but many of these truths seem to trouble or frighten us. For instance, there is no light without darkness, and this troubles many of us. But without it, how would we tell one from the other? We spend half of every day in darkness. Surely we should make our peace with this. You may decide to see this as a metaphor. Many people do. I see it as a fact. Metaphors are beautiful ways of speaking about the truth. So are facts. Both tell us that time and light and darkness moves in cycles. We move through them too, often as passengers. But if our eyes are open, there's much to be learned along the way. A traveler learns more than a passenger. When darkness comes, a traveler learns to be brave, for they know the light will return. Anyone who's spent a night alone in the woods learns this. When a dark age comes, hold the light inside. That's where it lives anyway. There are forces of darkness and beings of darkness, and they are real and have always been around us. They're part of the dance, just as you and I are. They're just listening to different music. This may be the most troubling truth we will ever know. Many of us live most of our lives and brush up against this reality only rarely. It is far from pleasant, but wishing it were otherwise will not make it so. So may I offer a suggestion. When a dark age comes, just as you would at night, hold the light inside you. Others, I can tell you, have already learned to do the same. In time, you will learn to recognize the light in yourself and in others. In this way, you will find each other. Together, you will make the light stronger. This truth I know, as sure as the dawn. Darkness will always yield to light when the light is strong. Thank you.